kind of improved Discord-wise for you guys.
Good.
Excellent.
And we are live also. So, Katie, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Oh, word?
Dear Mom and Dad, I hope that you and everyone at the settlement have been doing well. It happened in the past couple months, and I have so much to tell you. Avala is also back from her navigation placement and sends her love too. Going back a few months after Avala left, I decided to do some traveling of my own. I visited the Great Fairy Mija, and I was intending to go back to Lurlin when a group of travelers headed for Akala came to the stable I was staying by. I was concerned for their safety, so I joined them in their travels. Besides me, there is a Hylian, Aquila, a Rito Lydian, a Sheikah Lorhanan, and a Gerudo Inari. We visited an old Sheikah man who sent us to Akala Citadel to find a small guardian who has become another member of our group. While finding the guardian, the towers around Hyrule all re-emerged, and along with them, the divine beast from the Calamity returned. Lydian got a message from his sister saying that one of the beasts was attacking Rito village and his mother was lost, so we went and were able to find her in the Hebra Mountains. The divine beast was much too powerful to fight, though. After we found Lydian's mother, I got a concerning letter from Avala that led us to believe that the crew on her ship were all Yiga, and that they were following another of the divine beasts to Lurlin. I made us go back to Lurlin so we could get Avala away from the Yiga she was with. I don't think I've ever been more worried in my life than on that journey back to Lurlin. I was so scared that we would get there and it would be too late for us to do anything to help. When we got to Lurlin, there was a large hole in the distance that was caused by the divine beast that Avala's ship had been following. My group and I traveled toward it, but somehow we ended up on a cursed island next to the whirlpool. Avala's ship had also crashed on the shore, but she wasn't on the island. My group and I were able to break the island's curse, and we headed to the divine beast after Avala and the Yiga she was with. I was so ready to find her, but there were several puzzles that we had to figure out before I was able to get there. The other members of my party were able to fight off the Yiga who had been traveling with Avala while we reunited, but then we had to fight a Blight of Ganon who was also on the divine beast. In the end, my party was successful in fighting him too. While heading back to Lurlin, I was finally able to catch up with Avala and make sure that she's okay. Luckily, it sounds like the Yiga only showed who they really were after the ship crashed, so she didn't have to deal with their true selves for too long. I'm worried about how she'll feel after she's had time to process everything, though. We're now all back in Lurlin, but we've discovered that some of the people there are actually Yiga in disguise, including one of Avala's professors. I think that we're going to report them to the guard so they can be taken care of, but quite honestly, I'm not sure whether anything will come of that. If we are not able to get rid of all the Yiga around Lurlin, I want Avala to go back to the settlement with you. I'm concerned for her safety if any of the remaining Yiga in Lurlin recognize that she was with their members on the ship. I don't want to leave Avala, but I don't feel like I can leave my group either. Other members of our party have families who are in trouble because of the divine beasts, and since they helped me get back to Avala, I want to help them too. I would feel much better if Avala was with you, so she may be going back to you soon. I want to make that journey with her, but I don't know if I will be able to. I promise to come as soon as I am able because I've missed you so much. Sending all my love.
I am crying.
I'm crying in the club right now.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
My heart.
I'm going to run through walls and kill Yiga for Natara.
I was just being like, yeah, this group really like concerns me. Like they definitely can't handle shit on their own. Like they're so fucked.
I'd like to escort my flesh and blood sister back home, but these morons might kill someone if I leave them
We are
alone.
just sad little puppies in need of an owner, honestly. And Natara needs to guide us around to where food is.
Some of them are out and out psychopaths, and some of them are probably low-key psychopaths.
Thank you very
Oh,
much,
that's so
Katie.
cool.
That was wonderful. But we do return to our heroes in Lurlin City with the general of the City Watch in tow on your way down to Lurlin Academy. Lydian, you have not joined the group, is that correct? You were just watching from afar?
It's true. I also realized Roll20 is not one of my open tabs, so I will join the group in a moment.
We've got a UAV above us. He's like circling, giving us intel.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not part of the group. I'm just kind of watching him go across the city from above.
Right. As you guys make your way through the streets, is there anything you're doing before you arrive at Lernlin?
I mean, we should probably
What is the professor's name again?
Professor Melka.
Professor
Malka.
Malka. You write that down because I didn't have it in my notes.
I mean, we should probably clear what the plan is with this guy.
Well,
Are we like weapons hot, or are we arresting this woman?
well, maybe we just have Ben, if not Ben. Ben is in this campaign.
Just
maybe
Ben.
We have Ben, real life Ben, show up.
we just have Laura. We go in and we say we want to speak with the professor, and then like we can see if Laura Hannon picks up anything, and if Laura Hannon picks up anything, then we sort of just start blasting.
Okay.
I mean, we can have them arrested, but they're just gonna go somewhere
Right.
else.
That's why I want to clear. Like, if we shoot this woman on sight, are you gonna be upset at us? Are you gonna be mad? Would you still love us if we shot this professor?
Natar is not going to stop you.
I think isn't our plan to get them arrested? Like, wasn't the idea that like I would dispel their like disguise?
Yeah.
The only problem is we also don't want to be arrested in the process by casting magic. I feel like this guy's such an asshole that if we even got an actual Yiga, but used magic to do it, he would arrest us anyway because he's a dickhead.
I mean, John, here's the thing. If Laura Hannon, or to a lesser extent, Natari,
Guys, reel it in.
if Laura Hannon, has insane deception skills, like were to do that, it would maybe work out. Like if Inari tries casting magic, like that would be really bad. But
Yeah,
like,
I'm fine with casting magic. I'm just saying we
yeah,
gotta be careful.
I don't even know if like the deception skills will be worth.
We have to
anything.
practice our look. What's that over there, bits with this guy?
Man, should have worked through this with Lydian too, so we could have maybe created one of those distractions with Lydian. But it's fine. All
Lydian should
good.
just fly into a nearest. I know there's not a lot of windows, but fly into a window like he's an actual bird. I thought it was an open. I thought it was Lurlin. The windows. I thought it's open air for the sea breeze.
Yup.
Oh, brother. Okay.
All
I mean,
right. Do we want to talk with this guy, or do we just want to go with our secret plan and see what he does?
This guy sucks. So I
mean, he does. Yeah.
I don't really want to talk to him anymore.
He is
But,
specifically not keeping pace with you guys. He's kind of like a larger guy. He's just kind of like walking slowly and just like so annoyed. Clearly, it's so plain to see his annoyance that he has to do his job right now. Because he does not like doing that. I'd say he also probably, as you guys left, he pulled probably just 2 guards. He doesn't think that this is that important to bring more. He pulled 2 guards along with him to go along the way. I will say, Aquila, you recognize one of the guards as the man that was with the Yiga disguised as a Rito City Watch guard.
Uh-oh.
I will say that much. But nonetheless, you guys are going through the streets. Unless anybody is deciding to talk to him about anything, or any of the 2 guards, they're just following you guys at this point, like curious to see what's gonna happen. But you have done enough to persuade them to at least entertain this.
I have a question, or like an idea to do.
Sure.
So from my vantage point, am I able to Lernlin Academy? Are there windows that can kind of see into this spot, or like specifically the office that we're trying to get around?
I mean, I'd say, I mean, it's a pretty big building. You probably don't know where the office is specifically, but if you wanted to kind of, I'll move your token here, fly over and try to look around to find this potential office. You don't know, do you know the name of the professor, or was this talked about when you were gone?
I think I do, because I'm pretty sure Avala might have said it when I was in with the party.
Okay.
We were walking back.
We talked about it last night.
Yeah.
didn't we?
So
Or in the morning.
Okay.
I just like, I don't know the description of them, I don't think. But I'm basically gonna try to like do a quick circle around the building and just try to see if I can peer into any windows to catch a glimpse of somebody sitting at at office hours. I'm also gonna try to use my spyglass to see if I can get advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you're able to do that with your foot. Because if you're flying, you don't have use of your hands, but you are a bird, so...
Well, I imagine, like, fly to a rooftop, sit down, like, spy in, like,
Sure.
fly to another rooftop. Like...
Go ahead, make a perception check with advantage. Try to look in here.
I think you guys are right, though. We should just, like, Scooby-Doo mask off this guy. Ooh!
Oh, I got a crit
Did you?
on the advantage.
So, what becomes clear to you as you fly around this building, there are a couple entrances, and there are 3 levels to the building. There's like 2 stories that have bigger windows on the stone facade, and then there is a 3rd story with, dormers built out from like the roof with windows that are open, and it looks like these are smaller rooms with desks, bookshelves, offices. It seems kind of like all the offices are on the 3rd floor, all the classrooms are on the first 2 floors. And looking around, it looks like most of the offices are, at least, the people are present in the building for the day. Those that are empty, you can see like bags with stuff out on the desks. It's the morning. Like the late morning at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Class is in session. A lot of the windows you're flying by, even on the lower levels, are full of students ranging anywhere from like about 15 and up, like way up. And with a crit, I would say you see, we'll say that you're in that tree that I positioned your little token to be in. And this side seems to have the most dormers. And a lot of them are filled. So, there are people inside. I'd say that you feel like this is a good bet to sit and watch. And you'll know soon enough when everybody enters one of the rooms.
Perfect.
But
okay.
I'd say you don't specifically know who you're looking for, so whichever one it is, you're not sure yet.
Would I be able to like peer into the details of the office to see if I could see like a nameplate or like anything that would identify Melka? Maybe like a mask hanging up on like a wall. I don't know. Like
a hat rack that has a Yiga mask on it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would say
You could hope she's in class and is like her first class, and she's like, "I'm Professor."
Give me.
Yeah.
I would say you can definitely see the details. Give me an insight check to kind of match up the things that you're seeing, so that I can direct you to which one it is. Based on the information you know.
22.
22? So you remember that Avala had mentioned this was a teacher that primarily taught cartography and map reading things. So one of the rooms, the walls are covered in maps. And there is, I was about to say a globe, but I'm not going to say globe. This is a flatter. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah.
There's a particular
swear.
classroom. Does not really have a lot of bookshelves. It's more so baskets with rolled up parchment, like tall, big scrolls within it, and like cases for scrolls, as in maps rolled up, maps all over the wall. There is a woman with dark brown hair, tied in like a loose bun on the back of her low back of her head, back to you as the desk faces the door opposite of where she sits. And so you can fairly assume that this is the person and that they are in their room.
Perfect. All right, I'll stake out in the tree. Wait for everybody else.
Okay. Everybody else? Anything before you guys arrive down at Lernland?
Not on an reason.
Are we just going for it?
I think so. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
there's going to be like a receptionist or someone that can point us to their office. Also, we
But
can
yeah.
get some intel from them.
And maybe we don't even like. Yeah, we go like professors have offices, right? They have like little places they hang out when they're not doing.
This is the second
Professor
school I've heard of
things.
in Hyrule. I'm not sure.
Yes. I feel like I would know.
Yeah, you know,
So, like,
Natara, of everybody, you definitely know a decent amount about the school. You know, you care about your sister, you listen to your sister when she tells you about stuff, so you definitely have some insights.
so what if we just ask to be shown to where her office is, and we just wait for her to show up if she's not already there?
Yep, that sounds good. I would also be interested in finding out. I mean, we should have really asked Avala this, but how long has this professor been with the academy? Was she an actual person and was merely replaced by the Yiga? Or has this been a deep cover disguise for a long time?
Natara, you could give me a history check. High DC to remember, but presumably Avala might have mentioned about this before.
My +0 to history.
Duh.
13.
Tough to say. She's had a lot of different professors, teachers over the years that she's been going there, because she has been attending the school for quite a while, pretty much since... no, she has been attending it since you guys have been here. Quite literally. So there have been a lot of people that have taught here. Hard to place this particular professor. So you guys are entering now? Last call. Anything before you guys go into the building?
Nah, I feel great. Ready to go.
Don't sound so sincere.
Let's kick some doors down.
So you guys ascend.
This is gonna be fine.
You guys ascend the stairs to the entryway, and immediately, this building. It's not quite an admin sort of place. It is the place that classes are held, and professors have their offices for their own personal research. Immediately when you walk in, you can tell this is it's a hallway. There's no clear direction. It spans both ways, left and right, and there are a number of doors just dotting this hallway both directions.
Jenna, is there little like name tags by the doors or like little signs?
Give me a perception check, because I'm
Oh, God.
to the insight to be able to figure out like what is the meaning behind the things that would be on the walls. Here.
Okay. Perception. I think about an 8.
And RA cannot read.
It's a little bit odd. It's not really what you're expecting. You're expecting to see names. You more so see numbers.
Mm-hmm.
One way or another, like it. I mean, yeah, it's just numbers instead next to each doors on like little wooden plaques, basically.
Okay, Hanari's never had a math class. This is really bad. Do we...
Would Natara know
Yeah.
that the offices are like on the 3rd floor?
I think walking in and seeing that there are no names next to any of the doors, you would remember at this point, like, oh yeah, it's classrooms down here. So,
I would tell that to everyone.
which way do you guys go, left or right?
I'm feeling left. How is everyone else?
Let's stick together then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to
I'm
wonder
saying,
which
you know
way
how
you're
much
going.
you love that. You know how much you love that maze in the Divine Beast.
The second level is actually the same thing.
Cool maze.
Yeah, the second level.
Second level is
literally pitch
actually
black and you can't hear
entirely
each other.
dark. Yeah, no.
You can't talk? Yeah.
You can't talk.
But turning left, you guys find a stair tower immediately. If you guys had gone the other way, like you would have gone all the way around. Immediately you find an internal stair tower. Begin making your way up, ascending. It's kind of like it's a spiral that it goes up in. You exit onto the 2nd floor and continue down, and then go back in to go all the way up to the 3rd floor. And reaching the 3rd floor, the ceiling here is a lot lower, and it's pitched, just because it is the top of the top floor of the building. But a more narrow hallway meets you, going both down the direction you're facing and also to your left. The doors here do have nameplates now, and so you begin to wander. That's back. I can't get it.
Let me check. I know I have...
Oh, you're back, Jenna.
That
Let me
doesn't
pull
make
up
sense. Can
the
you guys
sheet
hear me?
because I have it split up by her classes.
We can't hear you, though.
Yeah,
How about now?
that's
How about now?
a
Can you guys hear me?
paladin spell for
Yep.
me, so she's good
Okay.
to go.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi
hear
just
you.
totally cut out from my computer.
How's
shit.
this? Do we need to reboot the stream?
It says it's still streaming.
I will check Twitch.tv.
Because I know last week it when you left it still streamed, but it stopped recording, which was weird. I don't know why.
Okay, it looks like it just restarted.
Yeah, you're a minute into a stream.
Yeah, I see that. I'm on my stream manager. Okay,
That's fine.
that is fine.
God, we're just pushing out expert content.
Just
for
top
these-
quality content.
for the YouTube
Expert.
channel.
Let me
Audiences weren't ready for fast Tara.
Yeah, they were like 240 feet. We need a new VOD.
see. You need a new bot. Yes, so she's got 4. Okay, so she's paladin.
Anyway, Tara, you make your way
She's good.
fast. Where are you going?
Probably going to the docks by my shop because that's where we saw him.
I know you're going to
Right,
these
that's
docks.
where-
Are you going to the shore here to get back onto the dock? Because I don't think you can. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can jump that high. But quickly you come out. You are at the entrance to this pier that you saw him originally. You can go ahead and give me a perception check to try and spot this man.
Okay, Obi.
Wish I could help.
Hey, my perception apparently has a +7 now, so.
Increased
Nice.
proficiency bonus.
So that's a 16.
16. You begin making your way down this dock. You definitely see people. There's definitely a ship that has just finished unloading a bunch of fish. You do not see the guy.
We need Lorhan's.
Did they alert him
magic.
right away?
4 or 5.
Is there somebody who looks like they would have worked with the guy that I can ask if
Oh, good idea.
Yeah,
he's
certainly.
on today?
Certainly. There are definitely a bunch of people down this end of the ship. Muscular-looking Hylians and Zora down here, heaving the fish onto carts to presumably bring to marketplaces throughout the city. You find somebody who is just resting after, there's no more fish to load up on a cart, getting ready to pull it. Just another Azora man, a couple 100 years old, casually, middle-aged for Azora, we'll say. And he just looking kind of tough, couple tattoos on his one arm, getting ready. What do you say to him?
So, yeah, we said that he did paperwork. Is that what we...
He's a
I don't...
doctor.
Yeah.
He was like taking inventory and stuff.
Yeah, it seems like he was the harbor master for this set of docks.
First, the man who takes inventory, is he in today? Or, like, is he here?
Yeah, I just saw him a moment ago. I think he went over onto... Why did he go on the ship? Kind of looks over, expecting him to be somewhere.
Did he say why?
getting away.
Why did he go on the ship?
Why would he have gone on
Why
the
would
ship?
he go on the ship?
So,
It's their secret base.
Yeah. I mean, well, I can't.
do I see Lydian?
Yeah,
a moment later, you see Lydian fly over and land on the rooftop over here. He's looking around with his spyglass and not finding anything.
Gonna be like, here, like
towards
try
the
and like gesture.
Towards the ship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the boats, Jenna, and see if I can find anything. Any people on the boats, or like people getting ready to leave.
Go ahead and give me another perception check. Yeah, fuck you.
Come on.
There we go.
That is a 16.
There are people on some of the ships. It looks like they are just typical sailors and fishermen, kind of like getting ready to move the boat, because this is more of like the drop-off pier. No sign of a guy with paperwork or anything?
Oh.
So
God.
wait. That guy said, not that, like, I wasn't in the conversation, but did he say, like, it was just a weird way of saying it? Like, did he say?
So I guess what I intend here is he glances over towards where he was expecting to see the man with the papers. Doesn't see him, knows he didn't walk by him, and says, "Why would he have gone on the ship?"
He might not be on the ship then. He might have just bamfed away.
Oh, okay. So he's.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can check the ship at least, but he probably bamfed away.
Okay, yeah. So this guy probably thinks he went on the ship, but he probably left.
Because he's an honest, hardworking longshoreman, unlike this Yiga
Shit.
scum.
Yeah. I mean, we could seek through this whole town and just like detect magic, right or
No.
left, or we could just like abandon and leave.
We can check the ship, but if he's not there, this is also probably a success then, because it means their entire network has uprooted and is gone.
Yeah. I mean,
They may
we
come
killed
back,
one
but
and-
now the town knows that they'll be there, and hopefully they can do something about it.
Yeah.
Jenna, just on the rest of my little perception check here, can I just like take off and do some circles, like overlooking, like closer to the sails of the ships, and just kind of like weave through and see if I can look down and see anybody hiding or anybody at all on the ships?
Yeah. I'd say you were looking at the ships with that last perception check. We can keep that score. You fly over, get a better view here. Nobody seemingly out of the ordinary. A older Hylian gentleman with like a long graying beard shouts up at you like, "Hey kid, get away from there," as you kind of like weave through the sails. But does not seem like anything is necessarily out of the ordinary.
All right. I'm going to I'll circle back to the rooftop and then shake my head at Natara.
God, we're such cool investigators right now.
Very
really
successful. Very
You
successful.
guys are killing it at the docks right now.
I mean, I still have haste on, presumably. Can I, like, run over to, like, meet them and be like, he's not there?
You could run onto the ship.
You want to go
I
back?
could also run onto the ship.
What do you do?
Just so you know.
Well,
Well, yeah. You have the spell. You know what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I know.
What is the spell?
There's a
Haste.
bit of a drawback to
Oh,
haste
haste.
when it ends.
Yeah. I just am very tired.
Lose a turn.
I think I guess like is everybody else planning to come over here or like are they
I was
Yeah.
doing. We are huffing it over right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
while have been making your way, weaving through.
Lorhanon's probably leading ahead of us because he's got cunning action. I think, don't you? Or
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm going to signal to Lorhanon the predetermined group signal that we had to cast detect magic everywhere else. They're
it's
not
like
on the ship.
like a dugout signal. Like
Yeah, like, but like Lorhanon knows exactly what it means.
I mean, like, yeah. If I'm like, well, I mean, detect magic is 10 minutes. So, if it has not been 10 minutes yet, then I still have it, or I'm probably a little ahead of people. So
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
definitely
that's
get
it.
over. If you run ahead of everybody, can get over here probably within like 5 minutes, pretty quick. The rest of you can get here under 10 minutes. It's just that it's like a difficult, windy thing to get to from where you are. That's the only thing. But yeah, Lorhanon eventually reaches the docks.
my spidey sense. Has my spidey sense tingling.
I imagine go up to join Natara. So you'll share the yellow dot there, and you're casting detect magic just around the
Yeah.
area here. Nothing pings other than the stuff on Natara that would be magical.
I mean, I guess Natara, you probably tell me what this guy said. I'll ask the guy, like, can I go onto the ship to ask for him?
I guess if you wanna.
I don't think he's gonna be on the ship.
And I will go on the ship and just see if anything pings on the ship.
On the ship? No, can't think of anything that would be otherwise magical. But no, you don't get a ping for any illusion on any
Also,
people.
we do have to think that like once their cover has been blown and they bamf into a Yiga, they would no longer disguise themselves. They would just be like, let's get away as fast as possible. Like they wouldn't re-disguise, I don't think.
You're assuming that the bamfing ruins their concentration. I don't think it does.
You're also assuming that they wouldn't just disguise themselves
So
as
it's
something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't
That
know.
is true,
Yeah.
especially considering
They're gonna have
disguise
an
doesn't use
entirely
concentration.
Yeah.
So, I think ultimately, I think it's a wash for this time, and we can just, unless we have another lead, like we kind of get
Yeah,
going.
I think I'll come back and kind of shake my head, and I guess we can refer this man as a witness to the police. And
There might be an upshot here. The
What?
Yiga might actually think that Commander Des is in town, and they might actually fuck off because of that. then.
Yeah. I mean,
exactly, no, because the professor, like, we walked in a little aggressively, but she was immediately like, oh shit.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! It's the head of the FBI.
Yeah, exactly.
Lit-
Director
literal
of the
Commander Death
FBI.
here.
I love cosplaying as different forms of cops in one campaign. It's my favorite thing to do.
Sarah John, super cop.
That
That's like
they
RoboCop.
can, but yeah, that's the next step. RoboCop.
It's like
There's-
a guardian. Cop.
we should. One last thing is we should go check to make sure Natara's apartment is all good and Aval's apartment's all good.
Sure.
Yes. So
It's on our
let's
way
do
back
that.
anyway.
And get
It's
water
nearby.
from it.
And,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
get
yeah.
water.
Well, yeah, we should also like debrief with the chief, and then we can go about preparing to leave.
I
Yeah,
can
so
stop casting Sky Self.
Maybe we should do that before we go check your apartment, so we don't have to recast this guy's self. Because we're probably reaching the end of that.
Yeah, I think I've cast it. Like, Jenna, how long did this whole thing take? Because it's an hour, and I know I've definitely recast it once.
so you guys went to the City Watch place first thing in the morning?
Yep.
So you've probably had to, it's probably been after rounding everybody up, going there, doing that, coming over here. You'd probably be reaching the end of the second hour
Okay.
at this point.
Awesome. Yeah, let's chat this guy up. All right.
Yeah, so Inari, you and Akila arrive at the Lydian, I imagine you are not
Last.
Lydian, you are not here, I imagine.
Well, yeah, I guess like I would still stay on the rooftop, and then I'm gonna go ahead to I'll go ahead up the road to Avala and Natara's
I was
place.
gonna say, yeah, you can be our scouting party. Elite Scout Lydian.
You
Oh, yeah.
fly up that way. The guards and the general, like, huffing behind, not really used to doing a lot of physical activity.
Oink, 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 oink.
And General goes, well, what's the status?
Well,
They're gone.
Yeah, the other one that was here left. But the upside is that they know of my presence here. Perhaps they've all left. But you should be keeping an eye out going forward.
How do we know? You have the sense for them. How are we to know?
I guess we can tell him the same thing we told Avala, that like.
Well, maybe not right now. Maybe not right now. Maybe we don't tell him how to look through disguise self right now.
A good point.
Oh.
Good point.
God damn it.
Maybe if you guys want to walk ahead, I can tell him how that fucking works.
Well,
Yes.
like if
Yeah.
if there's ever another Yiga presence, just like send like specifically Akila a letter or something.
No,
I mean, I guess we could like bam fucking in and be like,
We-
yeah, whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police.
Inari will hear that and then, tap Aquila on the shoulder. My aide de camp can give you some specific knowledge that would be helpful in the future. And you can always send letters for us. But my friend and I need to leave. There's some other things we need to take care of. And Inari will start walking away. So,
Very officially away from
yeah,
here.
hands behind back, like.
And
Very-
waddle away, waddle waddle.
I will give them one of my Yiga masks that I have been collecting. And then I will explain, looking through disguise self, how their disguises may not match up with their physical forms. Yeah, that's kind of all the details we know.
That's all you can really do.
I'll explain that we know that they can sort of bamf away like that, and also warn them that if they haven't run away because of the commander desk, they may have just redisguised themselves and started building a new deep cover.
All right, well, we will, I suppose, do what we can to maintain the eye on the situation, but without the skills of your commander, there's no guarantee that we can sniff anything out on our own.
Yes, without the innate talent or magic, it's quite hard to.
Do you say that to him?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we didn't do any magic. Wink.
Right, of course.
All right. I'm gonna head out. Let me get rid of one of my masks from my inventory.
Okay.
What do I spot at? I'm assuming nothing has changed and Avala's just chilling.
Yeah, you go in. She's kind of napping. She's had a lot going on the past few days. Even though it's the
Nice.
morning, she probably got up, ate something, and went back to sleep. But yeah, that's how you find her when you go in.
Would have been really annoyed if it's like, your sister's in another divine beast. Thanks, Mario.
Your sister's another device. And then how long does the extra bag of holding creation take? An hour? Or multiple?
No, it's done already. I do it on a long
Already?
rest. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, we can scoop the water and then hit the road.
Well, I want to buy something before you leave.
Okay.
Sorry, we sort of brushed past this. Did the professor look like a foot soldier, or did they look like someone with
Foot
more
soldier.
heft?
A foot soldier with like
Okay.
with like a slightly longer black
Kind of
Okay.
disappointing, but
ornamentation.
oh well. Maybe Vodak was the guy in charge, and they're just like idiots waiting around here. No, wait. But didn't the person we interrogated said there was a head
Yeah, there was
surveilling the
somebody
town,
else.
and there's a head on the mission. So there is someone in charge around here. Up to you, Natar, if you want to send your sister away or keep her here.
I mean, I don't want her to stay here. It's obviously much safer for her to be away from any Yiga.
The
'Cause
danger
it's not
may
like
be
they're going to go there.
the danger may be past though. There was no witnesses to us using the slate. They don't need her navigation skills to find a divine beast again. Unless they specifically had it out for you and they kidnapped your sister for some reason. That would be the only danger.
Well, my concern would be that somebody would recognize her as being on the ship and
Oh, right, you're
know
right.
that
Yeah.
everyone else didn't return.
That's true.
I don't know if it would be that deep.
I think it would. I think
We could
there's a
rely on
high
their
possibility.
we could rely on their own compartmentalization, that they have no idea who was on the ship because it's not their mission.
I mean,
They know that at least Bodak was, though. I think,
true.
right?
yeah. I
And the
think
professor,
it's
at the very least, the professor,
professor
knows
knows.
that she was
That's
on.
true.
Yeah.
Then yeah, maybe
Because
it
she's
is
the one who
safest
sent her
to
to.
I think it's yeah.
time to sell that apartment, baby. That's shorefront property.
I mean, most places. I don't know. Well, not most, but I don't know. Like it's
It's a good spot. It's a really good, highly sought after Zora place. I mean, it's submerged right there at Deep Town. It's really good, a lot of value. It's one of those places that they bought for like $40 in the 40 years ago, and
30
and
years
now it's
ago.
worth
I think
$1.2
back in
million.
the 1990s.
Yeah, back when everyone was saying like, "Eat my shorts."
well. Wait, where's Avala gonna be staying then if we sell this place?
She's going back to the settlement with her parents.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we don't want to endanger them in a town that's.
I mean, I don't
definitely-
want to I want to make sure that that's okay with her, and also
right.
not just fully decide to sell it.
Hey, you need to get the hell out of here.
Because let's be honest, she'll probably want to come back eventually.
Yeah, don't actually sell it. That was merely a joke. You should sell your house so we can afford plate armor for Anari.
No, I mean honestly, you could just keep the just keep the house.
You know where we could get the funds for plate armor?
No.
Lawrence.
I don't think we could. I think if we got the funds for plate armor from Cloyne's Palace, we'd be thrown out like we're Vegas cheaters.
So, can I actually I know I'm with the party right now, but can I ask everybody, since I've been going ahead and doing some scouting and stuff, would you guys mind if I flew up ahead to the apothecary up the road to see if it's worth checking out? Or
I
no?
mean, sure.
Live your life, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
BRB.
Yeah, just like John right now leaving in real life, I'm going to go head out the apartment and then fly up the road to the apothecary, just see if I can scope some stuff out solo.
Yeah. You fly up, It seems like it's quite difficult to reach if you were to go up on foot, but being able to fly, it's quite easy. You see a sign out front that says that the shop's name is Horn and Talon.
Okay. I know player knowledge about this, I think. I'm gonna knock on the front door.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that the front door's probably open, so you can, like, knock on it and enter.
Sure.
There is a younger Hylian gentleman within, like, probably around your age or so. Very pale skin, almost grayish in tone, and he looks up from what he was reading and says, "Oh, well, welcome in. Can I help you with something today, sir?"
Hi, I was in town. Wanted to see what wares you had for sale.
Oh, we have all sorts of rare monster parts from all over Hyrule. If you were interested in buying any of those, or you could commission some kind of elixir, and I could make an elixir for you.
What kind of effects do the elixirs have?
Sir, all sorts of things. What kind of thing would you be wanting to do? Do you want to be fast? Do you want to be fireproof? Anything you really could imagine.
Ooh, this is good. This is good. Hold on. Do we have yeah, can you actually do you have anything that is like a well, we haven't started doing heat resistance stuff, but I'm kind of leaning towards that. How much for like some heat resistance potions? We're about to be entering a desert. So
Fire resist. Heat resist. Oh, you're looking for something, some chili elixir, you're saying.
yeah.
That's what I
Sure.
call it. That's my name for my chili elixir is for heat resistance. Yeah. Unless you have parts to supplement, I could get you one for 800 rupees.
Holy fuck.
Jesus
Ugh,
Christ.
Not
So
bad.
I do have some parts to supplement. I have some ice keys wings.
Oh, excellent.
Does that wait a minute. Like, hold on. Wait, back up. Okay. What does your shop offer that I can't just do myself?
I know the recipes.
He's also licensed.
Okay, yeah. I'm so glad I'm doing this in the eyes of the law. So, I don't know.
I don't think you are. This guy was
I
like,
don't
"Do you
know.
want to be fireproof?" when
Anyway,
you walked in.
anyway.
Really help.
Okay. We should be live again now. So hopefully that is. Oh wait, it actively says it's not recording though.
We can I can always maybe next time if Sarah can show me how, I can always record audio as well if we want to have like a backup.
Okay. That would be good. Dang, it's so annoying. Oh wait, no, I think we're good. It was working so well for so many weeks, and then it just decided not to.
Yeah, I don't know
anymore.
what's up. It's
Did
funky.
Twitch implement anything that's like if there's no noise in the chat, if there's no noise like that you're streaming for like more than 5 or 10 minutes or something, does it automatically boot you off?
I think it happens. I think it's just because Jenna's had computer issues, so she's had to leave the Discord a couple times, and I don't know if the Discord is connected to the
No,
Twitch
it's not.
account.
It's not from the Discord. No, it's like my internet because I have a separate program
Yeah.
running, and so when I lose connection,
okay.
it's that. It's not I mean, Discord's a good indicator for you guys because when I'm not working in Discord, that's because my internet and my
Fair.
computer is having an issue. But yeah, it's not directly connected.
That means OBS probably crashed.
I mean, I guess it
Yeah, it's
technically
funky.
is because I have audio pulled from Discord or OBS, but yeah. But it says we're good now, so we should be good. Hopefully it gets the second
Sick.
half of this because I'm excited for the second half of this episode.
Bet.
nothing else in Lorland for you guys. Can you play some music again, Matt?
Okay. You say that like I have music prepped.
Very reluctantly say goodbye to her sister.
Avala embraces you for a long hug. It's tough to be reunited and then ripped away once again. But she, while you guys are embraced, says to you, I promise I'll stay safe, Nat. And I'll let you know if anything fishy is happening.
All right, well.
I'll hold you to that.
But you go to leave your $1.2 million apartment once again.
That's right.
It is a studio apartment basically, but who's counting? Anyway, as you guys go to depart, there is an HPS worker making rounds on this street here.
Oh boy.
He is a he's a Hylian man, probably around the age of about 40-ish. Has like some gray patches in his beard and like on the side of his head, like a salt and pepper kind of thing. But still like a generally young-ish demeanor. And he's going around, and he has some kind of badge on his uniform that he wears. And as he gets closer, dropping mail into each apartment and everything, it does say Postmaster General on it. He is the director of the HPS.
Whoa.
And he comes around and he goes, he sees you folk, not the typical thing that not typical people that he delivers to, as like he doesn't recognize your faces from every day. Natar, he does recognize you, not necessarily by name, has no mail for you specifically, but kind of looks about at each of you. Can I get your names, just in case I have anything for you all?
Hi, Lydian.
Lydian.
Inari. She's already dreading it. That one. Oh god.
He reaches into his bag. Been holding on to this for a couple days now. Gives it to you. It has the stamp of Commander or Captain Bellaria on it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Can you check your mailbag to make sure that there's nothing for Lydian?
I'm sorry, I've not seen
It's LYD. That throws a lot of people off.
I was looking for both.
Okay.
Don't see anything for Lydian. Sorry.
I mean, if you wanted to, double check. That's all.
Inari feeling absolute dread over getting this letter, but also going, nothing for my mom. Pretty great, actually. This is good stuff.
Aquila Faros, any mail for me?
Nope. Sorry.
I just, man, those lab heads, just the worst ever.
I'm Lord Hannon.
I haven't even heard that name before. Nope.
You're off the grid, pal.
Perfect.
That's how we want to keep it.
Just making sure.
Tips his hat to you all. Have a great day. Continues on down the way here in this early afternoon. Inari, I will share this letter with you, so long as you're choosing to open it.
Yeah, she'll open it. Oh boy.
What is the plan for the rest of you as she reads her letter? Are you going out on foot? Teleporting somewhere?
Well, we have our horses. Do we want to release them, or do we want to take them with us?
Let's take them with us and teleport with them, right?
We can just barely do that. We'd have to put LG in the bag, which he's gonna love.
All right, LG, do you want
Okay,
to
at
No,
least
we
it's
can-
not the water bag. We can put me in the bag.
No, we
Yeah,
don't need
let's
to
put
put
Natara in
LG in
the
the
Let's
bag.
shake things up.
We don't. Right? We don't need to put LG in the bag because like there's 5 of us. LG
Oh yeah,
and 4
Atiri
horses.
Atiri doesn't appear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, also Natara, your bag of holding, it looks like one of those plastic goldfish bags you get at the fair. It just has the water on the inside.
So, Jenna, looking at the map, you can make me roll for this if you want, but
Mhm.
I assume that this tower past the forest is the closest route to Gerudo Town.
It definitely is, and Akila pulling out the Sheikah slate would also be able to recognize that just based off of what towers you guys have.
Ooh, yeah. We should go from there because we should go from there.
What? Why Aquila?
Where?
It's trust me. We'll get to as the Rito flies. That's the fastest way to the desert
From where?
from this tower.
Wait,
If we went to another tower, we'd have to walk all the way down through the mountains as well.
yeah, wait, John, can you
About
point to that tower again? Because
It's
I
this
was
tower, right?
reading
below-
a
below
letter.
the lake?
Oh, okay.
are we sure it's not the tower where we met Sidon up here?
That's way far.
Yeah.
Go continue to ask Jenna, just in case.
Jenna, like, would Inari look at this map and be able to kind of gauge what is probably closer? Based on her knowledge of where this is? Probably not, but, you know.
Just from you guys having traveled along this way, like you guys have gone past the turn towards the Gerudo Canyon to get to the desert, coming from that Ridgeland Tower up there. It's about the same depending on what you run into. It's likely that the Lake Tower one by the Bridge of Hylia is the faster one by maybe like half a day.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to assert. No. It's the one in the north.
I'm going to slam the teleport button.
No, that's not how that works.
It's too late. We're already going.
I'm
Like fucking Ben 10 selecting an alien.
And Inari.
You can't hit the Omnitrix right now.
Then just immediately teleport to the other one if we're doing things that way.
So are you guys teleporting to
Yeah, I mean, Inari sort of like just distantly goes, yeah, the Lake Tower. And she's like saying that as her face is still glued to this letter. She's definitely already read it, but her face is still glued to it. She's like, oh boy.
Okay. You
Yeah.
all end your horses, I assume?
Yep,
Wherever they ended up.
yep, they're with us.
They look confused as they rise into the air, and you all do, blinded by this light, and you feel yourselves drop just a little bit, and looking out around you, you are high up in the air. It was like that. And now you stand atop Lake Tower. The
With our horses.
with your horses, Lake
Don't worry.
Hylia to the north.
Forgot. There.
This is why I didn't want to bring them, but I have a plan for this. Everyone get on your horses.
Featherfall.
Oh my
That's right.
god.
That's right.
Uh,
Choose up to 5
Mhm.
creatures falling.
Just the horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
and Inari.
And
If her horse doesn't exist,
Well, would you bamf your horse in?
that takes 10 minutes.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do horseback travel
Well,
after
yeah,
this
yeah,
night
yeah.
as well.
Exactly.
Her, her camel comes into view.
I need music. Just Field Day, Jenna, maybe? Or
Yeah.
alright. Back in the overworld.
Looking around from the top of the tower, anything different, like Hylia or at the base of the tower?
Give me a perception check.
Oh man, I sure would like to.
Do you want a spyglass?
No, I don't use the dark arts like you do. I just add 5 to all my rolls.
It's a regular spy. Wait. Okay. Yeah. How's that spyglass feeling?
It seems like it's a big 8, huge 8.
An 8. As far as you can tell,
All right, let's hit
everything
the road.
seems to be the same as you were here about a week, almost a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Can Atara
So you're-
also make like see?
Make
feel
a
like
C
he-
check.
Sure.
Can I make a what's that all about check?
She's on edge. It's a 23.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I believe when Lydian had flown up here, there were a couple monsters down at the base. They're not really anything to worry about necessarily. It's like green Lizalfos, red bokoblins. They're just kind of inhabiting camps, not really doing much. You guys can easily descend with horses and Featherfall down to the road and not have to worry about them. Beyond that, everything else seems to be pretty much the same as you left it.
All right, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's get our horses to run off a cliff.
Are we gonna?
Anything consequential happen, Jenna?
Do we gotta roll animal handling to get them to go off the edge?
Surely we want to roll
was
bad
thinking
animal
about it.
handling here.
I was thinking about animal handling, but like. You guys can just do it. I don't want anybody to like fall to their death here necessarily. I know what you guys are trying to do. You guys can just you can just do it.
When was the last
Just
place
go
you saw
for it. You're in
Akila?
the spell slot.
Well, they teleported to a tower, and then she, I guess, jumped off, and then that was it.
That was it. I will featherfall all 5 of our mounts.
Yes, you featherfall them all indeed, and they make their way down the hill at the base of the tower here, easily avoiding the monsters that are around it, and you guys get down to the path, the road below.
Can I take some time to sketch out with my map basically what I see in front of me? Like, there's a black border there, and I just want to get some more visuals for myself.
Well, did we want to go towards the path, or did we want to go towards the black border?
Oh, did you guys want to go that way?
Yeah, I think didn't we want to go as the Rito flies?
I think we wanted to go because
Aren't they like mountains?
Yeah, but like, who
there's-
cares?
Oh, I see. So you're saying go up and around the Great Plateau, or
I'm saying going west from the tower.
Like,
yes, west from the tower.
just into the blackness.
And why did you bring our
Yeah.
horses?
That's why I asked, do you want to just let the horses go? And you guys were like, no, we'll keep the horses.
Well,
they're gonna be useless in the desert anyway.
True.
Yeah.
Well, at least we'll let him go here, and
Yeah,
I-
ride as far as we can into the highlands.
I wasted a spell slot on this camel.
The
Well,
other
we
thing
would've
too is
Walked away from
you
it if we
guys
didn't
would
have it.
see
Mm.
too the tower on the Great Plateau. If standing tall high above it, if there was interest in retrieving that one.
Oh,
I think we should just keep moving west.
Jenna, are there like so? I'm just confused about our pathing here. It's either the path to the northeast where we go across the bridge of Hylia again, or just straight west into the to the mountains, correct?
Yeah, there's going around the plateau, and then there's like what you see on this version of the map, that like plain looking thing to the left of the lake is
Yeah.
steep mountains. Actually, it's not like flat land or anything like that. It's mountains and then more mountains and then worse mountains. The typical path would be to just go around on horses. You couldn't get your horses up through these mountains necessarily. It would probably take about the same amount of time, if not
All right.
Yeah, probably take the same amount of time as going around the plateau, just because of the difficulty of the verticality of the terrain.
So how about this? We'll go up north, like over the bridge of Hylia, and then when we get it right about here, right next to the tower, I'll go fly up to that tower, like get it with the Sheikah Slate, and then come back down, and we'll continue all around, and then go in, past this stable over here.
Yeah, like going around on horseback versus going directly west on foot is probably about the same.
All right. Anybody opposed to
Very
that?
well.
Why not?
We can also get the stable shrine as well.
True.
And Inari needs to send a letter, so we run into a guy.
Jenna, what do we see along the way?
So it's the early afternoon. You guys have about half a day of travel in you. And you reach pretty early on the Bridge of Hylia, the place of the near fatal battle against Zahn and his army of Yiga, and the idyllic reflecting waters of Lake Hylia and surrounding mountains seem a lot less beautiful, having experienced the bloodshed atop this bridge at its center just 2 weeks ago. Nonetheless, you press on. There's like one particular place I can grab and drag this little icon. Making your way across, reaching land once again, and then continuing through the path that is quite familiar at this point to all of you. Having done it many times, I'd say that towards the end of the day of travel is when you would get to the point below the tower on the plateau. If Lydian, you would like to fly up and retrieve it, I can show that on the map.
I'll go do that.
I have to go over to the map first. Bring you guys over. Come on.
Oh.
So hard to navigate. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Unlock the plateau, as well as a new point of travel that is a lot closer than Farron, or the lake tower down in Farron. That is good.
Is that giant orange dot? Is that us, or was that the Divine Beast?
Yeah, that is you. It was showing the Divine Beast's location when you guys were on the Divine Beast.
Oh, okay.
It's the location of the Sheikah Slate.
Okie dokes. Can we make it to this stable by, well, I don't know. Are we hugging the plateau or are we following the road?
I thought we would be going to this stable. We should be just hugging the plateau.
Okay. Then can we make it to that stable by nightfall, Jenna? Or no?
You could push on to get there. I would say you guys wouldn't quite be able to reach it in time.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we could just set up camp right outside. However far we can get comfortably.
I don't know. Where's my freaking phone?
You want to push through Tornado Alley, gang?
God, no.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Then let's just wait. Let's not risk an encounter.
That's right. Why have an encounter today when we can roll a nat 1 tomorrow?
Well, also we're pretty tapped today. Not pretty tapped, but we're probably, I would say, half capacity.
Yup.
True.
I've got no more third level spells.
Got oh.
I got so many divine
Alright.
smite slots just waiting to be used.
So yeah, you guys, I'd say, did you say you were gonna push on, or were you just gonna chill?
We're gonna play it safe. We're just gonna chill for right
Okay. Yeah, you probably reach about like this point before the lake that's there. Yeah. Are you guys doing anything before you prepare to rest for the evening?
I think I only have one attunement slot on my ring because my weapon, I don't have a weapon that's magic right now, and yeah. Oh, I have the Forgotten Requiem. Can I actually attune to my ice rod in case we need a backup from the blizzard rod?
Sure. You can spend an hour doing that. Anybody else doing anything?
Inari. I'm so sorry, I keep laughing. It's not funny, it's really bad.
What?
Good work,
I
dude.
think he's mad. Your boss told you to go on vacation.
I
You
know.
can't get mad.
My boss was like, no, it's not my boss being mad at me, bro. It's not that. Anari like has stuffed the letter into her pocket a long time ago, and has not said a word this entire time, which maybe is not that different from how she usually operates. So, you know, I don't know if you guys are picking up on anything there.
If there's anything, yeah, if there's anything funky with going on with Inaria, Lydian would probably like be like, "What's the matter?" Or like, you know, talk about it, friend.
Yeah. Inari's like polishing her sword because that's what she does when she's
Oh, boy.
anxious. So the divine beast isn't a problem in Gerudo Town, apparently. Like, they just don't care. But there's like a reason they don't care. There's
Is
some
what?
sort of, and she sort of just I can't get a voice crack because I don't know how to do that naturally, but her voice does crack. There's some sort of plague, I think. So I'm being recalled back to Gerudo Town.
A plague
Anyway. Yeah, the Vi.
of sickness.
The
or
Vi are getting sick, apparently, and it's not getting better. And Bellaria doesn't know why.
All Vi or just Gerudo Vi?
She didn't specify in the letter, she just said Vi. Our Vi, so maybe, you know, maybe just Gerudo. But that would be weird.
That would be particularly strange.
I just hope my
Do
mother...
I know about any Yiga biological warfare research?
Listen. There are Yiga biolabs in the desert. We need to go in there and get them.
Give me a
Oh god!
biological
what
weapon.
the fuck kind of check would this be?
Give a CIA
Um,
check.
Like an intelligence check, maybe? Or
Oh,
something?
it's intelligence, all right.
Sure. No, yeah. I was just trying to decide if it would be like history or arcana or nature. But yeah, give me a flat intelligence.
Fully doesn't matter. I don't have proficiency in any intelligence skills, so
Hey.
Me too.
Fantastic.
I can't believe that medicine is not an intelligence check.
I got a 19 on
Let's
my
go.
19.
intelligence skill.
Lorhannon, as far as you can remember, as far as you know, that is not a tactic of the Yiga. It's certainly not a classic tactic. You know that you're, you know, the Yiga are more subtle but direct, and that some kind of biologic warfare would not be in their wheelhouse.
This is a stretch, but can I see if I remember any sort of lore or history about like a prophecy about a plague, anything at all about sickness or death?
The Gerudo have to
You
let
can
the
go ahead
bow
and make
go.
me a history check.
Ligan going into the vaults right now.
Yeah, if Riju simply let her people go, then there wouldn't be so many
I don't
plagues.
know. I got a 16 history.
16. I mean, as much as there's not much that you have studied that pertain to the Gerudo. Everything that you do know about the Gerudo and their history and everything there's no prophecy of any kind of plague. It does not seem like this is something that is planned or predestined. It seems like this is just something that is happening.
Yeah, she describes it as a curse.
Is it possible that the beast is causing it? When did the plague start?
About a month after I left.
Are there other guardsmen in Gerudo Town which have similar abilities like you? Before, when we've been injured, you've been able to apply some sort of healing magic to us.
There's traditions of healing and magic. The Gerudo are gifted in that way, but we're all different. It's a bit haphazard because our women have to deal with Hylian men, so it gets intermixed.
Men derogatory.
Does the timeline match up with like basically when we activated the towers?
Are you asking me?
Yes, yeah. Like a month after she left.
I'd say everybody except Natara, because those of you who were traveling from the beginning would be able to kind of piece the timeline together. It can give me an intelligence check. Natara, you could with disadvantage if you wanted to figure out, but like just because you aren't necessarily fully aware of the time that they were traveling beforehand, it'd be a little tougher for you.
So just an intelligence check.
This is good stuff right here. Oh yeah, this is great. You know what? I'm bumping
Wait,
Inari's by 5.
Why? Wait, I just
What we
wanna
got?
see. It'd be like a now.
Akila and I got 10s, Lorhen got an 11, Inari got a 16, which I believe Akila's bumping to a 21.
That is correct.
Oh no!
Oh
no.
my god, Natara just beat us on disadvantage.
Wait,
So
what?
I'm adding 5 instead to Natara's.
She got a
This is that
crit
nat
in the
20,
17.
though. This is that nat 20
So-
with a disadvantage.
You guys are trying to piece together the timeline. There's no real good timekeeping system in Hyrule. It's very vague stuff. But as you're all trying to recount it, you're spitting out the details. Like, okay, well, this was this long ago, and this was this long ago, and it says this. And Atara, you're taking in all the information, and it's one thing that Akila says that puts it over the edge, and you realize. No, this had to have started before you guys did the Citadel.
Okay.
So, next question. What's in that river of the dead water?
I
I know it's River of the Dead, but like, wasn't your mother running low on her supply?
fuck.
So you think it's some sort of an elixir of life? Or something?
My mother was very angry that I had not returned when I was supposed to. Like, she just starts.
Unless your mother is some powerful enchantress who is.
My mother's a powerful pain in my ass, but yeah, I guess she's also
Oh, bam!
It's like, I guess she's also.
I think we need to scry out Inori's mom now.
Oh my god.
And Ari's like, yeah, honestly,
we got
fine.
His stuff too, don't we?
Yeah,
We've got.
yeah.
We know her name.
I just, yeah. She said some cryptic things about how things are going to go bad if I didn't return with the River of the Dead Water, and I blew her off because I thought she tends to kind of bargain with me in a very mean way.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, put that in there.
Inori. And Ari, I know this is rich coming from me, but is your mother evil?
Wait, what? You cut off. I'm sorry.
Is your mother evil?
Well,
I mean,
Hannon,
that's
kind
very.
of an offensive question.
No, Lydian, it's fine. I don't know. I mean, I love her, but like, I've had a lot of time to reflect since the last time I was at home, and she kind of did treat me rather terribly. So if I think about it, I don't
Can you
know.
pour a bit of your River of the Dead water out?
I mean,
Just like a handful of it,
if
or
I can
I'll,
do
I'll,
so
I'll use
without
my
flooding
water
the
skin.
entire plane.
Guys,
yeah.
it's okay. Once we get there, we have the power of teleportation in the Sheikah Slate, and with that tower that I just got today, we can constantly go back and forth within a day and get infinite River of the Dead.
I'm not sure I buy that the River of the Dead is the solution here, though.
It's just yes. I mean, my mother used it to make drinks for the whole town, but not everyone drinks.
Can you pour a bit out? We can at least
little
inspect.
bit.
and see
Yeah,
what we
I
have.
mean, I can try studying it, too. And she'll pour a little bit out. Jenna, what if I stare at this River of the Dead water
Here,
like really
we have
hard?
our pot. We have our pot, so just put it down and put
Yeah.
some in the pot.
She'll put some in the pot and stare at it really, really hard. Oh, you know what? You know what she'll do? She'll do that and put her hand on her water skin.
Can you detect magic, Lord Hannon?
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
also
sure
probably.
can.
Oh,
Yes.
it's certainly magical.
Oh man.
Right.
What's radiating from it? Necromancy?
Yeah, what kind of magic?
I'd have to think really hard. Give me a minute. Hang on.
And Akila, can you identify it?
Not tonight, but I can tomorrow morning.
I would say, coming from it, there's no spell or anything on it, but the general vibe of area of magic that it gives off, there's certainly necromancy.
What the fuck?
Ooh boy.
Hang on. Sorry, I need to look at.
It's okay. While
some
you're doing
stuff.
that, is this the water skin or the water itself that we're
The
investigating?
water itself is definitely necromancy.
The water.
The water. Okay.
We're doing the water.
We're investigating the water.
Inari, do you want to use detect good and evil, or divine sense?
And Ari has been muttering, just my mother just told me things for once, and I actually shared what this was. Maybe this wouldn't have been a problem, but I don't know. I guess she just doesn't share things with me. And then she's just like, "Oh yeah, I could probably do that." Just shakes her
Okay.
head and is gonna start casting on it to see if she can read it.
You can at least tell if it's good or evil.
Ugh.
I mean, if I see necromancy coming out of water, I'm gonna assume this is hell water.
Yeah.
Good thing we
Can
didn't
you
pour
send what you're using just so
Oh,
I
yeah,
can?
let me-
This is water straight from Satan's fridge.
Do
We
that.
were gonna pour it all over Natara.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
Like, yeah,
Accidentally-
her skin melts off.
I was seriously.
No, I think it would
hoping
be
that would
really
happen.
funny if it was healing and then all of a sudden she was just like invincible.
Yeah.
Double HP.
True. You have like super regeneration now.
Oh wait, is it? I'm trying to find where I have information about this because I
so-
have it in a couple places.
So disturbed because people drink this shit all the time in Gerda Town. It's how are they not just straight
So
up
I'm saying,
broken?
I think she's
Like-
gotten people addicted to it. Like they have a dependency on this stuff or something.
Oh boy, do you would you believe? No, yeah, this is gonna be man, wait until it gets me pokey.
Are Vi are the women, correct? Is that the word for women, or is
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
is
is
the-
men.
I don't know why I was mixed up. But...
So I will say, in addition to the necromancy that you see coming from the River of the Dead water, the Noble Canteen itself, now that you're able to kind of see into okay, something is up with what it's able to do, there is strong abjurative magic on the canteen.
That's not good
Uh,
either. That's even worse.
Protective, right?
What's that?
Yes, that's protection or warding, like
It's
something
like-
that is meant
it's
to
like
keep
divine-
it inside.
Divine protection of some kind.
Yeah, that's not good either.
I mean,
No, I know. I was just
Okay.
explaining.
Can you send detect magic, please?
I mean, if it's like a
I sure
protect, like
can.
abjuration is just the suppression of.
If there's a
others'
spell
magic. It's
attached
like,
to the effect, you know what the spell is.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure that that was the case.
Yeah.
Now, okay,
Or-
so basically, now that you have been clued into the nature of the noble canteen a bit more here, you are now able to detect that there is an imprisonment spell that the canteen is holding, sort of, I guess. That is part of the canteen.
oh my gosh, I've been hearing
As
voices.
far as
I think
divine
we need-
sense. Oh,
Go ahead.
Oh gosh.
okay. With the canteen open for this, no, never mind. I believe, and Ari, you don't pick up anything that is necessarily strongly good or strongly evil.
Well, I have been hearing voices when I've been
So
interacting
I
with this
think
thing.
definitely, Aquila, you should, make it so that you can further identify these things.
I can, right, if it's
Oh.
imprisoning something. This not be.
John, you are like really.
You guys
Yes,
are
so
both
we-
kind of cutting out.
Yeah, our internet is our video connection's slightly bad. It'll probably get better, but it might need a minute. Yeah, John, you're like
Ooh.
completely frozen.
Yuck, can't understand.
I love when our internet just does this. It's so cool.
Not where I thought that this was going today, quite honestly, but I'm loving it.
So that
Oh.
means that
What do you think was gonna happen?
well, they're dropping.
Oh, this provides so much interesting context for specific
Oh,
things
God.
that I have on my character sheet right now.
There, you're coming through so choppy.
Mm.
You're really hard to understand.
Let me
I would
try
recommend-
rejoining. Oh, am I?
That
Alright.
means somebody had cast a 9th level spell on this canteen.
You think?
So that means that, yeah. Well, I mean, that's like how it. Unless she just found this canteen with this, like Inari's mom found this canteen with this spell already on it.
If I am magically gifted, there is a large chance my mother is as well. There's no way she just found this. Or if she did, she's messed with it. Great, we're still.
Hold on.
Oh, the connection is still ass.
You're coming through a little bit at the end.
I can understand what you're saying a little bit, but it's not clear.
Okay, let me see.
Until dispelled.
Is that-
The imprisonment spell is until dispelled.
All right, is it better? Oh no, it's still not. It was
Yes,
for like. Okay.
A little bit. It's a little better.
Yeah.
Better
I-
at all?
definitely better.
Does that
John, you're better.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, I
Sarah,
switched.
you're
not
also-
imply
also better now.
Cool, I switched to a better Wi-Fi network.
Okay.
Presumably. No.
We could dispel it.
Oh Jesus! If
I-
we dispel it, what happens?
No.
We should not dispel it,
No.
especially
The water
because
goes everywhere.
we need that water. That water needs to stay. For now. I'm all for messing with it
We
later.
could-
What I was saying though about identifying is the spell might not work because if it's imprisoning, it might not be an object. It might be something, someone.
So
Right, but we could still use it on the object of like the canteen, right?
Yeah, the canteen is being used as a magical jail, right?
We could potentially gain some information from that.
I just don't know what she would have like. It talks to me, but I don't know what she would have put in it.
It talks to you, so it has to have
Yeah, like,
understood. It has to understand language.
I mean, it sort of does.
Wait,
It's
wait,
like,
wait. Inari, the canteen talks to you?
yeah, you remember when I heard voices earlier? That's probably what this was then. I thought this just, you know.
And okay. So let me get this straight. Everyone rags on Lord Hannon for trying to meet with extraterrestrial entities.
It's an
And,
unidentified.
And believe me, the whole whataboutisms, like trying to save your own character, I've been down that road before. It does not work.
I haven't made a pact with this thing, and as far as I know, I wasn't connected to the pouch at all until recently.
I mean, are you sure you haven't?
I feel like I'd
Haven't
be.
you noticed your powers certainly have a cold flavor to them?
Jenna, question. And I probably should have asked
Yes.
this a long time ago. Is Anari aware of any magical abilities that her mother has? At all? Has her mother shared that with her? Or, you know, I know she probably doesn't. 'Cause...
Your mother has absolutely not shared anything of that nature.
Yep.
So the recognition, like you're trying to rack your brain for times in the past where weird stuff has happened, and either it's simply not true or she has done an incredible job of hiding abilities from you.
It's probably that. I would not be surprised.
Level 20 character over here, Inari's mom.
Oh boy. I mean, I don't know. Lorena, when you make a pact with things, do they like talk back to you? Like, is there like an acknowledgement of the pact or whatever? Because I haven't gotten any sort of missives.
No. Largely no.
You didn't like have to agree to anything before you were like saddled with whatever you have. I'm not even judging. I'm curious.
Agree is a loose word. I mean, I went through the to become a blade master, sure, but I guess you implicitly agreed to
Yeah, because I
perform.
you know,
Send.
yeah, I just woke up like this. There's not really.
Alright, to review. This water is emanating necromantic energies.
Mm-hmm.
The vessel that is used to contain it is enchanted with a powerful spell.
Yes.
It may be influencing your magic despite the powerful spell.
Perhaps.
Also, so this canteen that operates as a prison, I guess so. It holds both the thing that's being imprisoned as well as the River of the Dead water. Like, how does it hold both things?
We can find out in the morning,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I do not think you should keep that on your person.
What, is someone else supposed to have it?
I just
Would
mean
it not
set it aside
influence-
for the night. You can pick it. We must take it somewhere, and we can't put it in the bag of holding.
My mother
But-
needs it for some reason.
I know.
Inari,
You can still
you
carry it.
are. I will say you are attuned to it. You had to in order to
Yeah, it's a
have
magic
it
item.
hold the liquid.
Mm-hmm. Can I?
And dropping attunement to this, you can infer with all of the discussion you guys have had that it will no longer be able to hold the liquid.
God damn, she planted like a bomb.
From the start.
Literally.
From the start. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna give you all an item.
I'm just Spider-Man with my item. I'm not gonna find out I have like an ancient virus on my.
My item has literally never come up. So that's...
Mine, I think I used it like once.
I forget what my item was.
Wow.
The sending stones from your
the
mother.
sending stones, so I can talk with my sister. Okay, let's go to bed.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
all I mean is that you shouldn't have it on your person when you can choose not to. Just set it aside while you sleep tonight instead of having it on your hip.
What difference does that make?
I'm not sure, but would you agree that that's a little more cautious than Having it on your person at all times?
I'm not even sure, because Inari hasn't casted a necromantic spell yet. As far as she knows.
Yet.
She can't do that. So, how am I even sure it's influenced me in a negative way? I've
How are
always
you
had
even
ice
sure you'd be
magic,
able to tell?
and you all would.
I will in the morning.
Fine, I'll lay it next to me.
Alright, I'm gonna take a watch then.
I take third shift and I sleep.
Go on, watch. Go on, watch.
As you are all getting ready to, lay down and everything, Lydian, I'm imagining you're casting Tiny Hut to
Sure thing.
protect everybody tonight.
Sure thing.
You all, get ready, and as the sun sinks over the clouds, or not clouds, what the fuck am I saying? Oh, below the mountains. Oh my god. As the sun sinks below the mountains, something is off about tonight, beyond just the discussion that you've all had.
Sit up,
You
everyone
realize-
sit up. Everyone sit up, everyone sit up.
It is happening.
There are
It's finally happening.
no restless crickets chirping. Despite your proximity to water, there are no tireless frogs croaking. It's as if nature is totally silent. It's as you take notice that the red light begins to wash over you all. The scarlet moon creeps higher and higher into the sky, illuminating everything around you in its blood-red glow. You all know what this means to some extent. Natara. Growing up at the settlement, the blood moon was a time of survival. It meant your parents had to be home to remain awake through the night to protect you and Avala. But eventually, you started joining them. In the decades you've spent in Lurelin City, you began to pay it little mind like everyone else around you. But you can't help but feel uneasy in its scarlet light. Aquila, being from a stable, you never felt unsafe during a blood moon. But everyone always made sure their doors were locked and windows were shut, even if it was a hot night. This lunar phenomenon certainly makes Hylians and horses alike uneasy. Lydian, in Rito Village, the blood moon is almost taboo. There's an unspoken rule when it illuminates your town that no one is to leave under any circumstances, but it generally goes ignored. Inari, to you, the blood moon is nothing more than an old wives' tale. It's just another part of the moon's cycle, but you can recall scary stories from your childhood about Yiga rising from the sand to bask in its light. And Lorhanan, the blood moon is a celebration to you. When it rises, a new blade master is forged, and despite your severance from your heritage, you've been conditioned, in a sense, to feel joyous in its bright red glow. These emotions hit you all simultaneously, and within a short amount of time, the moon has almost risen to the top of the sky. As it gets higher and higher, the wind picks up, and as it does, you begin to notice small glowing specks being carried in the gusts. It blows faster and louder, and bloody clouds streak across the sky, illuminated by the haunting light, and the red floating specks become more frequent and forceful. All of you are within the tiny hut,
Yep.
Except the
but your horses are not.
They are.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
You better ban Fateria
Your
away.
horses have nowhere to go as this happens. This is certainly unusual to all of you. You have never, under any blood moon, seen these specks. The flecks, they begin to sear into the skin of your horses as they make contact.
Very cool, very cool.
Your horses cry out in pain. More and more meet their bodies as they're carried in the gusts. Are you guys doing anything?
Are we awake? We're like all awake. Great, because this is scary.
Like,
Well,
You're
the
all
sounds
like,
of
this
the
is
horses
it
dying
started
would probably
happening.
wake us up.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. It happened pretty fast that this blood moon rose in the sky. Your horses are crying out in pain.
Is there anywhere at all to like seek natural shelter, like a
I'm gonna use my Pearl of Power to cast Wind Wall around the horses.
Okay. How long does that last?
Up to 1 minute. But we can at least come up with a plan in that meantime.
Okay. Your horses are spooked, but with the sudden stoppage of the flex and the recognition of them around them, they do hide within the wind wall for this minute. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm
I can't.
bamping Atari away.
Jenna, do you want me to move to the next song or no?
Oh yes, sorry. Was there a next? I wanted that for the whole
Well,
thing,
you did
the
not
little
get it.
anecdotes. Well, play it now.
I'm also gonna make a protection turret.
I can cast protection from evil and good, but on one of them, and I have to touch it.
I think, well, like, I'm looking for any natural shelters around, like any, walls or anything at like, I don't know, just overhangs, little, I don't know, anything at all that we can kind of just get inside for the night.
Yeah, let me see.
You guys are in an open field. There is the crumbling ruins of the walls of the Great Plateau to your south, but there's not much else around you.
I want to step out of the tiny hut. May as well get some data on what is happening.
I can't probably. The horses are so big, I probably can't close them with the wind wall. So I will just have the wind wall be straight from our hut to where the horses are tied up. It's 50 feet long, and hopefully that's just the one-way buffer will stop the wind from going through.
Yeah, I'd say using that spell, you're definitely able to protect the horses for this minute.
I'm gonna go with Lorhannon.
Lorhannon, you step outside. Both of you step outside. Please make con saving throws for me.
Oh boy.
I got
23.
That's a 13 for me.
a 23.
Lorhannon, 23. You each take 3 points of necrotic damage. What are you doing?
I'm gonna bonus action fire the turret off, and then I will follow Lorhannon's lead otherwise.
I would like to.
12 temp HP for you, Lorhannon.
Okay. Oh wow.
Wow.
Man.
I would like to step a little farther out, and so I assume the blood moon is relatively better than usual. Can I claim that?
Yeah, you certainly can. It is bright out here, and it is all scarlet.
Yeah. So, are these flecks of malice, I assume, are they local, or do they appear to be more global? Right? Is it seem to be targeting us, or is it the entire central Hyrule field?
I'd say you can either give me an Arcana check to understand it better, or a Perception check to note, to see how it is around you.
I'll give him Bardic Inspiration for this.
So give me a second.
Bad blood, guys.
Yeah.
Blood.
Oh,
We're
shit.
not very smart. We didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Thought it was the passing by the bridge that we'd have another encounter with those Yiga, but
Okay. Almost there.
I obviously had to prep the music and stuff, so I had this in advance, but Jenna was like, "What's something that's could work for both things, for Yiga and Blood Moon?" And I'm like, "I don't know, Bad Blood." She's like, "Yes."
Yeah, full credit to Matt. He came up with the title for this episode, and every time I've looked at it since, I've been like, that is such a good name. Thank you so much.
Okay, that is a 16 total perception.
A 16 is enough to see that it is everywhere. It
That's
is
not
not
good.
just local to you guys. It is everywhere.
Oh.
At
I need you
least
both to make
everywhere
con
that we
saves
can
again.
see.
Yes, everywhere that you can see. That is correct.
Fuck. Okay. Well, first of all, maybe like Natara goes underwater, and then like I'm thinking if we can get lost
Is
for
there
the night.
water
What
near
water?
us?
Yeah, what water? We're in a
Yeah.
plane.
Water that we're right
Well,
next to a
there's-
lake.
There is a shallow lake nearby, you guys. Yes, but you'd have to exit the tiny hut here.
Which you
Right.
can't get back into. We're stuck outside now.
No, we can get back in.
You guys
Or is it
can go
only
back.
when Lydian leaves?
It's
Um,
only Lydian, yeah.
It's only
Okay.
when
That's
we
a
leave.
problem.
What are those con saves?
15.
18.
Okay. You each take 5 points of necrotic damage as these flecks sear into your skin more and more. The pain is familiar. This, without a doubt, is malice, and this is not normal for Hyrule.
Can Lydian hear us through the tiny hut? I guess not. I can just walk back in.
I think so.
I'm
right?
gonna.
You can also speak into his mind.
Oh, true. I'm gonna tell him to call low. I'm gonna tell him to call low and ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna and just ask what do I would motion to him like, what do I say?
You know, ask if this is happening up there.
I would send a message to Lo and say, are you guys seeing this?
That's all you say?
I would just say like, are you guys seeing this? It seems like it's raining malice.
In reply, Lo says, "Yeah, I see the blood moon. There's red glitter in the distance, but all fine here."
Fuck, I should have told her to like not go outside. Okay. That's
In the
sending.
distance.
It's
But-
also everything is open in Rito Village, so
Mhm.
Yeah, that's not good. We don't know if it's coming towards her or if it's specifically localized around us.
It seems like it might be like a storm sort of thing, so it might be
Right.
drifting.
It sounds like it is not affecting the entire world.
Right, just
But-
kind of wherever the weather patterns are.
But
Wait.
it's pretty broad.
Can you change
It's pretty
weather?
broadly
Yes.
around Hyrule.
We can
Yeah.
make this a thunderstorm if we want to.
Oh, yeah, we
yeah.
Make it a
Wanna
thunderstorm.
make it
Can you? Where is
better.
it?
is that better?
Who's attuned to it?
I
The
just
lightning
attuned to my
rod? Yeah, it'd be Natara.
Natara.
Thunderstorm mod. I can.
We don't know. Would water wash away malice?
Also,
We're not
I
sure.
guess-
I mean, we can try.
I can
like,
only
get her-
increase winds and/or precipitation.
Shit.
So I think we determined that it needs to be
Raining.
to increase. I
There
can
needs to
increase the
be-
wind.
There needs to be precipitation, or there needs to be wind. There is wind in this case.
Can
It
I
is
control
very gusty.
the-
You can
I
certainly increase the
control
wind.
the wind. I can't like control where it's blowing or anything, right?
the
don't know
direction.
if increasing
so.
the
I think
wind
it's just
is-
increase.
You-
Okay.
Okay.
Increasing better or worse?
If you could
I can-
pick how you increase it, you
I-
could make a
Can
tornado,
I could.
which might move away some of the specs, but it also will probably mortally endanger us.
It would, yeah, it would be bad for our horses if Aquila and Lorhannon came back in. Like, we should be fine. But I'm
If
not
it
gonna
stops
cast
at
it while
that-
they're still outside.
Oh shit.
Aquila and Lorhannon, give me another con save, please.
Alright, I'm gonna fire the turret off as well again.
It says the control weather spell does let you change the wind's direction.
So can we change it to like just blowing like basically away. Like if we change it blowing north, then we would have the cover of the plateau.
The problem is that control weather doesn't happen instantly. It happens over like 10 minutes, and then the weather is like fully changed.
I think we just
Yes,
like
it happens over 1d4 times 10 minutes.
Oh god.
We might
I
be
mean,
cooked by then.
Well, like,
Oh, shit.
I mean, what's the worst part of like letting our horses
Is
die?
it
and
getting like it's
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I got a 12.
That's we're trying to find that out as well, Katie. That's a
12.
good call. 24.
24. Aquila, you take 3 points of necrotic. Lorhanan, you take 5.
Okay. I don't think it's
not
getting
like
worse.
getting into the tiny hut, right?
No, tiny hut is safe, so we can just
No.
like we can let our horses die, or like put like some sort of magic constantly on our horses to our spells can't pass through it.
But, like I can like try and push it like away from our horses, right? Like if you all come back inside the tiny hut, right? Like I can attempt to like
Yeah, but they're not gonna last out here for 10 minutes. I mean,
no, but
Yeah, Jenna, are our horses taking these necrotic damage too?
They are, I mean, I was giving you guys a little bit of time, but I would say that around this point, the wind wall, or whatever you cast spell, would end,
boy.
and they begin to be pelted again. Though
All right.
they were given the temp HP from your turret, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna slam down Diala in the middle of them, try and grab the ropes and keep them near with them at the center while I wait for my friends to come up with a plan. And that's 6 temp HP if that's better than what you have right now, Lorhanan.
I think we
it is
I-
actually.
I think we control the winds like away from us, and then we just hug the side of the plateau and we keep healing our horses and praying. That's my bet.
yeah.
I mean, my horses will
Like-
at minimum gain 6 temp HP every 6 seconds for an hour, at minimum.
I just think we might be screwed with the horses, guys. Like, I don't know. This is really...
yeah.
I think we let the horses go.
We can protect
Yeah,
one of them.
I agree.
All right.
I
let's-
guess does protection would protection from evil and good protect
It's malice.
Um,
Don't let LG come
Yeah.
outside, by the way. Keep LG in there.
Oh yeah,
LG's
god, no.
in the bag. So I guess so. We have Eureka 2, Rusty 2, Spots 2, and Natara's horse out, right?
Yeah, just the
Um,
4 non-magical ones.
Okay, we can save one of them in the tiny hut. Do we want to just like roll like a d4?
You can save one of them in the tiny hut, and you can also... How long does protection from good and evil last?
10 minutes.
Probably not long enough. We can teleport away.
Unless you roll a 1 on the D4. We
Let's,
could teleport away, that's true.
where do like we could just go to the Great Plateau Tower, but what does that do for us?
I think
I
we'd
don't
have to go
think- yeah, we
farther.
have to go farther, yeah.
They can see the cloud from Rito Village. It's
Fuck.
huge.
Okay, then we let's go to the tower up by Rito, because she said that nothing's happening there, right?
Unless Lorhanan, you would have tried dispelling this. It's an effect.
No, I don't think.
I do need more
I mean,
con saves
yeah.
from you both.
I mean, yeah, let's go for it. I will try and dispel it. Like, what's it hurt me?
Oof, that's going to be a failure for me. That's an 8.
I got a 19.
19. Lorhanan, you take 5 points of necrotic. Aquila, you take 9.
Aquila, do you still have a featherfall left?
Yes.
Ooh.
We can go up to the tower right next to the canyon and jump in the canyon.
That, like, almost
Okay,
won't work.
so Jenna, if I try to dispel the magical effect that is this malice storm,
This is definitely contesting a level 9 spell here, at least.
yeah. What?
if not
So
impossible.
I can send you dispel magic.
You
Yeah,
have
go ahead, send it.
You have
DC
8 temp
is
HP.
19, I think. No, I don't know. What the,
DC, so I
I'm
choose
assuming
a
a
creature
level
object or magical effect. Any spell 3rd level or lower ends. If it's 4th level or higher, I make a spell ability check. With DC 10 plus the spell's level.
I would say go ahead and make the ability check.
I will give him a bardic inspiration for this as well. Just to come on, Lorhan, if there's time for bullshit, it's now.
So this would just be a charisma check, I think, if I'm reading this. It's not like an attack, it's just a charisma check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would
you
just
don't
be a
have your
charisma because that was
proficiency.
your spellcasting ability.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, and you got a D8, and then also if Akil wants to bump
Now,
that.
can I use bardic inspiration
I
for
don't
this?
want to use my last one.
What?
I'm gonna hold on to it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Can I use bardic inspiration for this? Because it's an ability check.
You should be able to, yeah.
I'm holding on to the Flash Genius just
It is
because
make
you
an
can use
ability
it.
check.
You can use it for death saves.
It's a 19.
That is a 19
Oh,
solar
shit.
roll.
Meets beats if it's 19.
The effect in the area lessens.
No way!
Or begins to lessen.
What?
The
It might just be
flecks
suppressed.
of malice begin to, though they still land, they do not sting anymore.
Yeah, Lorhan just like waving his hands like focused at the sky, like he's like trying to like lasso something almost, like he's like trying to like rein something in. I'm like, ah. And then Lydian, what do you how do you
What do I-
contribute to your bardic inspiration?
Start
I'm
shredding
just-
on an electric guitar.
I'm just being like, yeah. I'm just being like, you know, I'm keeping up the tiny hut, and I'm just like saying like, Lorhan, like, I know that in the past you've been some crazy whack job old man, but if there's any sense of sanity left in there, I need you to pull it out of your ass right now.
And I go, I am sane. And that seems to do the trick.
It does seem to do the trick. Though the malice itself does not stop, the burning sensation associated with it does.
We don't know how long this is gonna last, and it's only locally. The effect could only be suppressed. It could be powerful enough where it could come back in a couple minutes.
Is this concentration or something, or?
Now, this dispel.
It
Well,
could be that.
It's just
it
that
could be that like
the spell is 120-foot range, is the thing.
So it basically it might
Uh-huh.
dispel immediately, like within 120 feet, and then it'll start coming when the winds blow. Okay, so our backup plan was if this starts stinging again, we teleport to this tower up by Rito Village, and then we just jump in Tanagar Canyon and Featherfall.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seeing that the spell magic has actually worked now makes me think that there's a specific effect behind this. I will go to the edge of the zone now if I need to.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something transmutative happening around you guys. It is, I mean, other than, there's like the tiny hut and everything that you guys know is normal, but it seems like there is some twisted control weather spell happening. Though you can detect the effect of it, not necessarily the source within your range.
Understood.
I think
Someone is targeting
I think
us.
I agree. I think either someone targeting us, even though the spell is giant, or this is some effect from the castle. They're not really targeting anything, but it's a sign that the calamity is strengthening.
It could be that. This prophetess who works with the Yiga, she's powerful now, right? And the Yiga work with Ganon.
I don't detect any sensors, do I?
I don't know if there needs to
You
be
do not.
sensors, but
Okay.
No, I don't believe that any Yiga is powerful enough to do this. And I might be wrong, but I don't believe that.
How much time have you spent in the presence of the prophetess during your time with the Yiga?
None. I've never met the person.
Alright, well, I mean, we can't solidify that for certain, but...
I've met Master Koga, and I think he's a dummy-dumb, so...
Jenna, while
So
we're
true,
talking,
man.
Have we noticed any sort of, like, return of the harmful flex, or no?
No.
Okay. Well, can we just, like, see here if we need to do anything else, and, like, just wait for a little bit, and then if nothing else negative happens, we can just continue to stay here for the night?
I mean...
I'm not opposed, yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Because I think we stay here for the night no matter what. The tiny hut is going to keep us safe.
You're afraid that if we teleport, the effect will follow us?
Potentially.
Mm.
Or just monsters will be out, right? Like,
That's true.
we
Yeah,
know
I
that the
don't
blood
want to
moon-
go to the
we know
bottom of
that-
Tanagar Canyon tonight.
Yeah, we know that naturally the blood moon is a time where monsters are more out. So
Well, some of us know that. Some of us think it's a wives' tale.
Yeah, I mean, I just
Yeah.
from my perspective, I mean, it's just we used to be like,
so
"Oh,
Natara and
let's
I
pull
know
some
that.
extra let's pull some extra pranks on our neighbors on Blood Moon night, but like it was nothing more than that.
Yeah, like-
Natara and I know that, but everyone else, I guess, doesn't.
Inari's been silent in shock this entire time, so... We're,
Then yeah, I guess we would just return to bed and keep watches.
I would say, Lorhannon specifically, you know that this means there is a new Blade Master being forged at the moment.
Oh god, it's like the
Vodak replacement.
It's like the orcs
Ready
from Lord
to
of the
try
Rings.
right now.
They're like coming out of the goo pit, Matt. Is that what you're saying?
The orcs from Lord of the Rings, they're coming out of like the goop, and they're like, oh.
And they get like the armor slapped on them, the mask and the sword put in their hand.
The
I
Urukai.
mean, kinda, yeah, man. Like,
Yeah, I need the Urukai theme start to playing. Bum, 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 bum.
Dun, 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 dun.
We
Okay,
want to take some watches tonight?
yeah.
I will
Oh
stick
boy,
with
oh
third
boy.
watch, I guess.
Dawn,
I
watch,
wanna
Dawn,
take-
watch.
I'm gonna take the first watch. I cannot take my eyes off of what's happening.
I'll do second.
Okay.
And
Lorhannon, please
not
give me a
necessarily in a
perception check.
scared, not in a scared or like worried way. Just very interested.
I'm gonna take a watch with Inari.
Great. Lorhannon, please give me your
Perception.
perception check for this watch.
Mm.
But 7.
You watch in fascination as these flecks swirl in the haunting night, but no harm seems to befall your horses, given the spell you cast out here. It seems you've created sort of a protective aura around you guys just from the spell. On a 7, you don't
That
notice anything else,
boosts
but
my
you
ego. Ego a ton.
you watch as though the moon seemed to rise rapidly into the sky, it does not leave its position high in the sky at any point in your watch. Though the clouds around it move at a rapid pace across the sky, the moon holds its position over
That's
your
not
entire
good,
watch.
guys. That's not good. That's not how planets work.
Okay. But interesting intrigue there. So I will wake up, I guess, Natara and Inari.
Can I get perception checks from both of you, please?
Before I do that, Jenna, could I cast Borrow Knowledge to get proficiency in perception? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. I got a 6.
Okay.
I got
That's
an
all right.
18.
Okay. Throughout the watch, Inari, you do watch, similar to Lord Hannon, as the flecks just swirl around, being carried by the gusts in the night, but you do not see much else. Natara, at one point, you swear, off in the distance of central Hyrule, you see figures moving across the horizon of a hill that you see in the far distance, slowly moving, despite knowing the effects of what is happening outside. You see them press on slowly, kind of like in a, it's far away, hard to see, but a shambling kind of motion, and eventually they disappear in a hill.
Like people, figures, like, you know,
Seem to be, as best as you can tell,
there.
humanoids of some kind.
If Jenna added Re-Dead to this game, I'm quitting, by the way.
Oh, fuck.
Jenna has simultaneously added Re-Dead and Majora's Mask. The moon is coming to destroy the world.
The moon fucking hates your guts, man.
I forgot about Re-Dead.
Oh, God.
Guys, we might be in for it.
Mhm.
There may be an undead
Welcome
army
to
coming this way.
season 3. This
That's
is season
right.
3, baby.
We're tier 3. We're almost tier 3 characters, baby. We gotta up the power level
Oh,
here.
gosh.
You guys can't just be slaying moblins the whole time.
That's
We
right.
gotta have more fun.
Okay, fine.
I'm so ready.
I'm
What are
really
we-
excited.
They seemed like they were coming towards us, or
No, they were just moving. Anatara, you saw them moving westward. But eventually, at some point,
I'm gonna-
what you saw on the horizon of like this hill in the distance, they disappear behind it, and you don't see them again for the rest of your watch.
Tell Inari when
Uh-huh.
I see them, and then I will tell Lydian when we wake him up,
Okay.
just in case.
Yeah.
Do you guys talk about anything during your watch, or do you just watch this crazy night?
I mean, Inari probably would be talking, 'cause she's not obviously not paying attention to whatever is going on. So this is normal for you? Like, this has happened before? And then Inari's like motioning to the sky.
Well, not this, but the not the malice, but the moon.
My mother used to just use this as an excuse to tell really terrifying tales about how the Yiga would steal me if I didn't behave at home. But I've never really seen something like this. Inari seems totally nonplussed by that, by the way. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Jenna's gone. I'm gonna.
nice story. Leaves.
I don't know what other song to play, but I'm getting sick of that one loop. So... Yeah, I know. I'm just picking music. What's a spooky little song? I don't know. I don't know of any.
You could do the final day from Majora's
Yeah,
Mask if you wanted to.
Let's do Majora's Mask. That's a good call.
Maybe is not that different from how she usually operates. So, you know, I don't know if you guys are.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic. Give it a second for the stream to start up again. Okay, we're good. We are streaming again. I ended the stream so that I hopefully would record again.
John, I can't play this. It's horrifying.
No, yeah, I forgot it has the earthquake and the bells as well, so you can't do that.
Regardless, ladies, anything during the night, or are we just haunted?
I think after that, probably not much though. In this time, Inari has put the just back on her person. So do with that what you
It's
will,
back on
man.
your person?
Yeah. Not for any specific reason. She's just like anticipating that we're gonna have to book it, and she does find comfort from it. So, you know.
Okay.
But yeah.
Your watch comes to an end, though. You guys wake up Lydian. Lydian, you have third watch here. Please give me a perception check.
Okay, and apologies for the lack of music. I am trying to find a good song because I was getting sick of the one loop. I will make a perception check, though.
Please do.
It's pretty low.
Perception. I got a 7.
7?
Yep.
Looking out to the night, you don't notice anything moving other than these flecks of malice swirling. The moon, still high in the sky, holds its position, as it did before you went to sleep. But that's all you notice. Are you doing anything else during this watch?
Just kind of like hoping that my family's all right back at home, and hoping that the storm didn't move to them. I understand very little about what's happening, so I feel like it was very hard for me to stay awake or stay asleep in the first place. And I'm kind of like just sitting on edge, like, look, if there's a chance of any sort of undead creature or anything, I'm keeping my eyes locked on wherever I saw that.
You do not see anything. Nothing else out of the ordinary. But with that, it becomes the end of your watch. Moon maintaining its same position.
I will wake up Akila for dawn watch.
Keela, please give me your perception check for this watch.
Boy. That is a 21.
Ooh.
Akila, as you keep watch from all around, even above, as the Great Plateau borders you to the south, it's out to the west, in the direction you guys will be heading in the morning, that you notice something odd. It's almost as if there's a flare-up of malice that you can just barely see coming over the top of the plateau, just in the direction you guys will be going. Does not seem like it's on the plateau, seems like it's further than it, but just every so often there is this big flare of malice, and then it dies down. Kind of irregularly. It's very intermittent when it's happening, flaring up, and then nothing. But as it becomes the end of your watch, the moon begins to rapidly descend in the sky. The clouds move at a rapid pace once again, but then slow to a normal speed as the moon just falls behind the mountains to the west.
Disconcerting.
The dawn begins as the sun creeps over the dueling peaks in the east, illuminating the land with a much comforting, warm light, rather than the crimson that soaked everything through the entire night. Is there anything else you're doing on your watch?
I've just realized now, as the light's coming up, that the nearby stable is probably in extreme danger, since it's a tent and doesn't really have doors that shut.
Ooh.
Yep.
Boy. Okay.
Okay, they handed you anyways, though.
That's true. Rip bozos, am I right? Dueling
They're
peaks
on
for life,
that
baby.
stable.
Smoking that,
These
Riverside
suck.
stable
These
pack.
suck.
It is morning. Unless you guys would like to cook a special meal for the day, you have considered eaten because of your new survival skills.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
You all gained the benefits of the long rest, of course, though a haunting long rest it was, to say the least. Your horses are injured but alive. The land around you, the landscape, just there are a couple puddles of this no longer red, but now malice colored, like black and magenta malice colored goo. And a lot of the trees and plant life and surfaces surrounding where you guys have camped for the night is just dried out, burned, almost like burned as if it was on fire, like there's char, but there's no further evidence of a fire. You guys did not see a fire. It's just from the eating away that the malice caused. And then there is a perfectly intact circle where your tiny hut was.
Wow. This does not seem natural.
It doesn't seem like it's going away, right? In the sunlight, it seems like it's staying. The malice puddles.
As you kind of watch it through the morning, it does seem to deplete, in a sense. But it's so minimal that you don't necessarily see wisps of it going anywhere.
I'm gonna try again. I've done this before, and it hasn't really worked, to try and take a sample of it. Put it in a jar.
I'd say, just given everything that happened this time, you are probably able to. How are you collecting it? With, like, what are you using?
Good question. Do the mining tools come with a shovel?
Yes.
I'm gonna basically just like shovel up some goop and try and put it inside the jar.
Yeah. I'd say
Alright.
you're able to get a small sample, probably about an ounce.
I'm gonna fasten the screw on the top of the jar, and then take some of the leftover twine I have and tie it around the long end to try and keep it secured and shut.
Mm-hmm. In this space, you examine. I imagine you watch it for like a minute or so.
Oh,
just
yeah,
to see if
yeah.
it does anything. It does begin to kind of, you can see in the contained vessel, like evaporate into a sort of a mist, like a swirling mist, and it tries to escape through the top, but unable to. You no longer have a vial of an ounce of like a goo. It's a vial of a
Vapor.
like vapor, basically. Yes.
If I hold it up near LG, does it react?
Does it react?
I was gonna hold it up to LG, and I was gonna hold it up to Inari to see what it does for both.
I'd say that there's no change in its. I guess perhaps there'd be when you hold it up to LG, there is more of an effort you can see from the vapor to try to escape.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put that in the bag of holding right away.
And I imagine LG was still in the bag of holding through all this. You guys had not
Take
taken him
LG out of the bag of holding, then put the sample in the bag of holding.
Yes, very annoyed. LG is released from the bag of holding and curses you out in their own little
Yeah,
beeping
whatever.
language.
You didn't want to be out here, buddy.
Anybody doing anything else this morning?
Do we think that we'll need a meal?
I mean, do we have anything for speed?
That would be the only one I'd want to use, yeah.
Well, I mean, speed, like, it would be
We
stamina.
need stamina.
Or stamina, yeah.
We do have a Staminoka Bass.
Which
and
would help slightly, but that's it.
I think that's it. I think that's all we have.
If we wanted to try fishing in the lake, we could see if we could get any, but we'd have to
Oh,
spend an
God.
hour.
Yeah, right after
Yeah.
the Malice Storm, I don't know if...
Oh yeah,
No,
got a
yeah.
nice malice fish.
Yeah.
Nah, guys,
That's
listen.
with two
Three
heads.
eyes.
Yeah,
An
listen.
active fish.
The king has said the water's safe to drink, so I'm sure it's safe to drink.
Maybe we just get going.
I mean, do we want to identify?
True. Yeah, now that I have my spells back and I can repick my spells. Yeah, I will ritually cast Identify on the... First, the water.
On the water.
The
Please
river-
send
river
identify
water.
just so I have the reference, yes. For information. Okay. Let me pull up my two sources of information from this. We got some music. Bard?
What do you mean? It should be playing the music.
Oh, maybe I
It's
just didn't
not.
hear it.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
not? Okay, let me stop it, and then...
Um,
I'm not playing music. Okay, cool, thanks.
Okay, have that up, and let me see what I need to tell you with the spell. That you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. You are ritual casting, and you are touching the River of the Deadwater for 10 minutes, or 11 minutes.
No, I guess I will full cast it, so I'll touch it for 1 minute.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm
Please.
getting real good at these guys. Oh yeah. That's a 15.
Okay. You are able to
Is that wait, wait, wait.
maintain.
Is Inari standing next to him while he's doing this?
That's true, yeah. I get a +3.
Yeah.
Regardless, 15 is enough as is to do this. So, yes, you put your hand on the River of the Deadwater. You learn its properties. This is considered to be frigid water, which I'm sure you guys were able to infer when you were at the actual River of the Dead so long ago. Let's see. Properties. The water, I mean, it has a magical coldness to it. But I'm just gonna, I guess, tell you the information that you can get from this rather than trying to answer specific things from this, because you gain
Okay.
more, it's more beneficial to you this way. You recognize that the magical coldness associated with this is not necessarily affiliated with cold damage. That is a side effect of it, but the magical nature of it is actually a form of necrotic. Similar, think about the cantrip Chill Touch,
Right,
for
yep.
example.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so cold, it is deathly in nature.
Yep.
What you can tell about the River of the Deadwater is that I mean, you don't know that because that's from that you'd have to do. But there are
You okay?
fragments of spirits trapped in
What?
this liquid.
We buried the lead on that one. It is cold because it uses soul ice cubes.
Basically. That is what you can infer
this was
from
not,
directly
like-
identifying this.
This was not detected as like hyper evil, even though it's using soul ice cubes.
No, it's not necessarily like evil in nature. It is much more neutral.
It's
It's
just like the composition of the souls themselves, which
the
are neutral.
composition. Yeah, it's like
You said fragments.
It's
It's
not
not, whole souls. It's
Oh,
parts of souls.
no, it's like the essence of soul
Oh, okay.
is part of it. Not necessarily specific people being trapped in this liquid, but just essence of spirits that have left this plane are what make this magic, basically.
Okay. Well, your water is certainly magical. It's also haunted.
Wait, what do you mean it's haunted?
I am detecting
Got souls in it.
I'm detecting souls of undead in it, or of dead in it.
What? Like,
The
what?
cold is merely a side effect of necromantic energies.
So you're telling me my mother puts water in drinks for people to drink, and it's got portions of souls in it. That is what
I
you're
am only
saying to
telling
me
you-
right now.
I'm only telling you this, and this is arcane even to me. It's hard to make any readings one way or the other. I'll try the bag now.
And Ari slides the bag off the side of her person.
Now I
and
will
hands
ritually
to
cast
you.
it.
Reading this bag, are you ritual casting it, or are you
Yes, yeah, for 11 minutes then.
Okay. Aquila holds this bag for a couple minutes here, and eventually things start to come to you with this understanding of it. It is almost as if there are two magic items in one. It seems like somebody had to create this to be the way it is, rather than this is a standard thing that could exist. This is a sort of a bag of holding that has almost two liminal spaces within it. There is the accessible demiplane of sorts that is used to hold liquid. And it can hold I guess if you're identifying it fully, it can hold any liquid without changing weight or size, any kind of liquid, but only one type of liquid can be contained at one time. It is able to hold, I guess you would know, currently it is 2/3 of the way full.
Whoops.
The amount of time that Inari spent to fill it, I did equations to get this number.
Oh, let's go,
She
Jenna. That's
held it under
dedication.
the water. She held it under the water for 20 minutes, but being about 2/3 of the way full, would have needed to hold it under for another 10 minutes to actually fill the vessel, because it is able to carry 64 cubic feet of any liquid.
Oh gosh. Mom is gonna be so mad at me.
What about the other part? That's the part I care about.
Okay,
The
so it
other
is
part-
bag of holding size. It's like almost maximum size is 500 gallons then, about.
Yes.
Math makes me sneeze.
You can tell it was handcrafted, like the bag itself. It's stitched together with some kind of leather, of something from the desert. Let's see. What else can you identify with it? What could it be from the desert?
Yeah, gee. What
Perhaps
about the
something that is-
second liminal space?
The second liminal space is no, actually, it's not that. It's sand seals. I will tell you right now. It is
Yeah,
sand
yeah.
seal leather.
Otherwise it'd be like alligator leather.
Yeah, it is a much more flexible leather. You focus on the part of this item. It registers as one magical item, but as if there are two. It's like one body, one vessel that is sharing two souls, basically. There's what, but like
I don't
translated
like
to
that you
magic
specifically used that analogy, but sure, go ahead.
Wonder what it could be from.
It's like transubstantiation.
It's honestly the best way I could put it. Is that definitely so you focus on the part that has the imprisonment spell on it.
Right.
Now I'm gonna definitely read the thing to. It is as if this portion is not accessible by attuning to the object. It's as if this object existed as a bag of holding and then was modified with this spell to also be a vessel, and because it was already a demiplane, it instead split off and there are like two things. So there's the opening of it is to the demiplane that holds the liquid, and the other thing is not accessible. Partially because of that, but partially because of the binding of the spell. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
No, it does. It does.
So it's as if somebody, Akila can certainly infer this, as if somebody wanted whatever is affected by the imprisonment spell to never, ever, ever be found.
Right.
Oh man. Another character that I play that has a weird item with someone's soul in it, probably. It's really...
I'm gonna
New superlative.
Yes, that's everything.
Otherwise, it's a bag of holding specifically for liquids, but there are two compartments in it. One accessible, which has the bag of holding properties to it. The other contains the imprisoned, the prison, and I would imagine, since the spell is still active, the prisoner.
Is it
There are two magical effects on here. Knowing how I have the dispel magic ability, we could specifically target the prisoner without ruining the bag of holding.
Do we...
I so want to try and use ethereal step to see what's in the other...
Yeah, is this a portal?
I don't think
Possible.
you can, because you can't even teleport
But-
into it, apparently, with imprisonment.
I-
Imprisonment's like super go to jail
Oh.
spell.
I don't think we
Interesting.
do that until we know for certain what's in it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to
I
actually
think-
go in there.
Oh no, not yeah, no, I totally understand. It's more so like I don't think we dispel magic on it until we somehow get an answer from my mother, because
Do I learn the specific type of imprisonment, Jenna, or is it its own special type?
I gotta remember what thing I wanted.
Oh, we can't dispel it. We can't dispel it.
You can't dispel
No,
it. We
you
wouldn't know
can't,
that.
no.
We wouldn't know that, but we can't. You need to cast it at 9th level.
It has to be 9th level. Holy shit, this thing is stuck for forever.
That's insane.
Is there only... Oh, yeah, if it is a 9th level spell. So is the only person, I would ask Akila, is the only person that can remove this whoever placed the imprisonment spell on it?
No, not specifically them. If I know the type of imprisonment, we can know the particular component used to bind them. We would have to find that particular component.
Okay. My last question, sort of related, sort of unrelated. I know we have to hop soon because it's past 4 o'clock, but do we want to quickly scry on Inari's mom? Or no?
I mean it can't hurt. She's not going
She's
to
gonna
be
be in like a
forthright
back room
with
with like a
me.
cold drain.
I think we should.
They're all...
Yeah, she's like...
Though
With like a witch hat.
if she's as powerful as y'all think she is, there could be a chance she'd know.
I don't think she's that powerful. If she was this powerful, she would attract attention.
Yeah.
We're not that powerful, and we just had a storm attack thrown at us.
Well, I didn't know that she was a magic user. I still don't really understand.
I will, for flavor, I know it's kind of weird logistically, just because of we can't like hold the River of the Deadwater, but can I scry into the River of the Deadwater to see Inari's mom?
I mean, you guys have like a cup or bowl of some kind, right? That you had poured it into before to.
Yeah, we have the pot. Yeah.
Yeah, that can be your reflective surface as you use the Forgotten Requiem to cast Scry.
All right, here we
Can
go.
you send Scry, please?
Big save.
Okay.
She's gonna have. It looks like she's gonna have a +1 to the save, assuming the Noble Canteen is her.
Is
possession.
hers. That's right. So, I'm gonna send scrying in a second. Okay.
So why is it +1?
Because they get
Only
different
has heard of her.
they get different
Or
modifiers
only
depending
heard of her.
on they get different modifiers depending on like how much I know about them. So, we have her canteen, so that means, well, doesn't that mean
It's a +3, I thought. Then.
Yeah.
Because it's 5 -2.
I think this might be
No,
wrong. I have to look up
-2
the
is the likeness or picture.
Oh, you're right. This spell is so confusingly written. Just like
no,
make a
yeah,
list.
no,
Like,
no,
why
no.
did you make it a paragraph?
Put a table. Yeah.
Right.
I always just like Google this spell because it has the table in front of it and it's much easier to read.
But yeah,
Um,
you're right. It is a +1 then.
So she gets a +1
Wisdom
to this.
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw from Inari's mother, and I can
That's right.
Silvery Barb if I don't like the result.
You have to see the target.
You have to see the target.
I have to see the target. All right.
Also, it has to be like within 30 feet. I thought as well. She's miles
That would
away.
be- It's 60. I think. It's 60.
It's
I think.
60 feet. Yeah.
Wait, why do you know, Ben?
A great beneficiary of the Silvery Barb spell.
Oh, I thought you had it as well now.
No.
He is the main producer of the Silvery Barb spell.
Oh my god, I'm
All right, Jenna. Box of Doom roll.
not. I don't think this is Box of Doom stakes.
Should I?
We haven't rolled in the tower at all, so I was just saying this is important.
I'll do it if you grab it for me, because I'm not
No.
about to mess up my hair
No,
taking my
just-
headphones off to go
Just
grab
do
it.
Just do it now. I'm not gonna get up.
What is your DC?
16.
Is that with Requiem?
Oh no! Doesn't that? Does that? No, that it has to be a spell attack to
Increases
like
attack
benefit from that.
rolls.
Oh, it doesn't
attack
bump DCs. Damn.
Yeah. What'd you get?
You go to Scry on Ferosa, Inari's mother. Should I end the episode there? Should I end the
I'm
episode
gonna go run
there?
outside.
And then we'll rejoin in
For
June.
like 3 more weeks, yeah.
True. I will not. Yeah, that would be very annoying with given the fact that she did save, and the spell does not go through.
She's got some strong wisdom then.
Yeah.
She rolled really well.
This makes me
That would have
wonder
been the
what's.
perfect cliffhanger. Just fucking let us do it.
That'd be really funny though if
That's
you were like
really
you cast
too
the spell
hard
and then 4 weeks later you're like, by the way, she's saved. So
Not
So,
to, not to
yeah,
everyone
that's
too
what I
hard, but
decided.
Jenna barely looked at the die. Jenna barely looked at the die. It was so fast.
Do you want to know what I rolled?
maybe it's because she has like a plus
Yeah.
20 to her
What
whiz.
did you roll?
Do you
No.
do you want to know what I rolled?
No.
Yeah.
I will tell. I
I
will.
don't.
It's kind of
Yes.
crazy. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hold on.
No.
And close your ears.
Dude.
I'm a neutral
The-
party
the
in this
green
dispute.
Mm-hmm.
He's running back.
It was a big number.
that, the scry fails. You do not see anything in the reflection of the River of the Deadwater. So many potential. You guys have so much potential. You're so close to so many answers, yet it feels like you're so far. After this crazy blood moon, after the dealing with the Yiga in Lurlin City, or lack thereof, that is where we will end today's session, to pick back up in who knows how many weeks.